The group chosen research topics is about the theory of financial accounting from week 2 topic.
2 research journal articles are being reviewed about a choice topic, of which the first, the history evolution of accounting theory to conceptual framework in the finance standard setting by Richard Baker and Olin Berlin. The second, the role of accounting theory in the developing of accounting principles by Tracy.
The research aimed to conduct an exploratory study about the accounting theory and the principle in the financial standards.
The group has 3 research objectives. Number 1 is to provide a deep understanding about accounting principle and different theories associated with it. And number 2 is to provide a decision about similarities and differences in the finding of the 2 chosen research journal studies. And the last, number 3, is to provide a decision about the major implications of the research finding that will be useful to accountants, accounting regulators, and other external users to financial reporting in Australia.
The 2 research journal articles cover some research area and have identified several similarities, as well as few differences. Both articles cover accounting theory and principles and how those are related to each other. The history evaluation of the accounting theory to conceptual framework in the finance standard setting by Baker and Richard. Article cover and history accounting by financial accounting standard and accounting theory, which for the basis of accounting education. The article also slightly addressing the importance of practice in the accounting sector and their contribution to accounting principles. The role of the accounting theory in the developing of accounting principles by Tracy cover more on the accounting theories and their involvement in the formulator for the accounting principles. The article also cover more concerned accounting practice and how those practice have contributed to the framework of accounting principles. Thank you.
There are few similarities and differences between the 2 articles, and as seen, both articles have acknowledged the importance of accounting practices in the formulation of accounting principles, such as the correct way of measuring assets or liabilities have contributed a lot in the formulation of different accounting theories and principles. According to both articles, have formed the basis of accounting education over the past decades. Baker, from their article, focused more on historic evolution of accounting theories, while on the other hand, Coetzee focused on the development of accounting theories. Both of these articles introduce some of the accounting theory and the development of accounting theory. They all mention the relationship between accounting theory and their role in the financial markets. In addition, both ISAB and FASB appear in both articles and have been interpreted and compared to some extent. Coetzee states that the finance and economic theories are essential as they play an active role to contribute to the development of accounting principles. Coetzee focused on the descriptive and normalization of developing accounting theory based on interpretative and critical research. The study by Baker has stated that this accounting theory have played a vital role in the past to shape the accounting standards.
Research implication. Accountants in Australian companies. Accounting theory and principle have impacted accountants' model of work and working ethics. This principle have affected accountants prepare different financial reports of the company and the cash flow of the business. They have also affected the company's accounting regulations. Richard and William believe that the accountants should practice the accounting theory to solve the problem. Accounting theory researchers should understand the relationship between economic theory and financial accounting. The findings by Baker show that the accounting standards have the power to shape the influence the decision of the accountant that function at organizational level. They can measure the business performance and ascertain the proper business payment by focusing on the accounting standards. Similarly, the implementation of the proper accounting standards can help the accountants to recognize an event of bankruptcy and thus address the issue on time.
In accounting regulators, Corsi has stated that accounting regulators can introduce stable incentives at organizational level based on the accounting theories. The principles that are introduced with the changing time can guide them to strengthen the reporting model. In Australia business settings, according to Baker, the accounting standards can act as the primary basis that will guide the accounting regulators to influence the practice and teaching of accounting discipline. They can shape their behavior and the legislation that can introduce to keep a tab on the businesses that function in Australia.
The findings of the studies have significantly practical implication. The accounting theories significantly impact the accounting regulations, such as the regulations frameworks that the governance and the company's financial statement. In the absence of the accounting theory, different questions will raise whether the sufficient accounting principles are created through the different accounting researcher. So the role of the accounting theory and the research plays a vital role in developing the accounting principle. All of those development are the beneficial to the accounting and the different diversity of the research approaches, will the collective improve the status of the accounting theory. Conclusive. Both articles played an important role in one understanding of the accounting theories and the principle, and the role practical plays in the achieving the accounting principle. Thank you.